Welcome to this course. So in this video, we'll explore MLOps, machine learning operations, and discuss why it is becoming game changer for DevOps engineers looking to advance their career. So here is the things. The first, you need to know what is MLOps. What is MLOps means? MLOps is a set of practice that combines machine learning, DevOps, and data engineering to deploy and maintain ML systems in production environment. Okay, and there are core components: versioning, CI and CD, continuous integration, continuous deployment, and monitoring. Monitoring for tracking model performance and retraining the triggers. So basically, so what we need to understand with this MLOps. So MLOps mainly important for maintaining, deploying the ML models. So it is a bridge between the DevOps and the MLOps and the ML and application things. Okay. So there is a data engineering engineers who are doing the data engineering activities, and with that, and model has to be trained and deployed into the production environment. So this all is going to done with MLOps only. So we'll discuss why it is important. So why it is important. Traditional DevOps focus on application and infrastructure automation. MLOps extends these principles to include the unique challenge of machine learning, such as managing large datasets, frequent model updates, and handling unpredictable model behavior. And yeah, we got to know the importance of these MLOps. So MLOps is also following the same principles that DevOps is using, and the same focus it is also putting on ML deployments. But how MLOps and DevOps intersect, that we need to know. Okay. So how an MLOps and DevOps intersect, similarities and differences. Similarities, both involve in automation, orchestration, and more. There are plenty of many shared tools we use. We have some tools dedicatedly works for YAML, and we have some tools which are working for the DevOps, and we have shared tool also. Okay, so shared tools are Jenkins, Kubernetes, and Docker, like etc. We have many Argo and other cloud platforms we have, and continuous feedback loop is also same. Difference. So DevOps manage applications, MLOps manage data, models, and applications. MLOps introduce concepts like data pipeline and model drift. If you see the example workflows, DevOps is a CI/CD pipeline for web applications. MLOps deploying in ML model. How this is going to exactly differ. Now, if you can see a DevOps workflow here. So when a developer had some like changes for the web application or application, is going to keep the code to the GitHub, which is source code management. From there, our CI/CD tool will take and it will do building, testing, and will generate an artifact, and it will be going to deploy into the dev environment, staging environment, and then after production environment. And finally, we can able to see one application here. Okay, we can able to see one web application here. Web application. So this web application is going to in the production after crossing the development and staging environment. Okay, so this web application is having a DB connectivity, which is the data is going to store. Also, we have a storage. Everything is running. The application is having a functionalities that whatever the developer has developed, so like as per the business strategy. So they have all the functions are working in the web application. But now, what is the need of ML model again? We all know this as this IT industry is going very faster with artificial intelligence. So AI and ML model has to be integrated into an application to generate their business, to increase their business, right? So ML is best example for generating high revenue at the business. So how it will be, we'll discuss that as well, and how DevOps is critical we also discuss. If you see, this is the DevOps workflow, and if I come to the ML, so this is the ML workflow. Okay, here you can see we have data storage. Here we have data storage, and here the data will be there, and then we're going to do a data management of labeling, versioning, and doing a kind of feature engineering, and then that is going to training and evaluate machine learning model, and continuous training will be happen, and we'll get the continuous review prediction, and again we will keep the data here. Okay, we do certain kind of changes, and we retrain, and retrain. Okay, once we are getting an expected outputs or expected predictions from a model, then that model will be deployed to the artifact storage, and it will be continuously deploying into the one environment where it can be the production environment. And then we do a continuous monitoring of the wavelength metrics. If it is having any things to be changed, that is going to be again performed in a loop manner. It's same thing like DevOps. The same logo will applies for MLOps also, MLOps. So at DevOps also, it is same DevOps. Same principle. DevOps principle only, MLOps is using the same principle applied for MLOps in terms of CI, CD, and all just before in the slide. Okay. Now let's understand how in the real world ML DevOps are integrated, intersect, and why it is very critical that DevOps entities has to move or transit their career to the MLOps side. I'll just take 2 lines here. Now this is DevOps, which is having an application, okay, web app, and I'm having MLOps, ML model, which a model, okay, model for prediction. I have my application ready, which by using the DevOps, okay, and here all the things are there, like here all microservices are running, here also running, and here also login is there, here also many options are there, okay. Search bar is there, so like many things are there, and users getting logging into this application, users are actively logging into this application, and now the business analyst came, and they're just telling to increase our business, to increase the sales. What? To increase the sales. So we need a pattern to be monitored and give the recommendations or predictions. So let's talk about the increasing the sales in this application, right? Okay. So how this is going to happen? How this is going to happen? So that is going to happen with your model. Now here your model is available. So your model is already trained with the data. The model already trained with them. So this model you need to invoke. You need to keep into your application. How you're going to keep into your application? See here, recommendation has to work, right? Recommendation has to work. So this application will send a request to this model, and this model will perform and give you the result here in this application. Okay, how this is going to be placed in this once it is deployed to an environment? Application also deployed to an environment only. Okay, it can be a Docker container, Kubernetes, and all. The model also same. But how this is going to be placed in this application by using an API. So using API, the API endpoint will be there. The call will happen to this model API, and the recommended things will become and the output will be displayed here. So this is how it will work. So why this model is now it is using, see, the users, engaging the users with an application and giving the and recording the pattern of the user and giving the related things, recommended things to the user. So this is how the sales will be increased. The sales will be increasing the business. And now see, DevOps is already deploying this one, and this ML is data scientist and data engineers, okay, and ops, ops engineer who we, okay, like DevOps are going to do this work. So already data scientist is almost going to train, do and everything, and yeah, so data engineering guy are also taking care about the data pipelines and all. And this ML ops will create the bridge between this data scientist, data engineering, and the deployment. And here we're going to monitor this model. Whenever we need any improvements in the model, that we always going to monitor this model, how it is performing. If we are recorded anything, that we observed anything, that the model is not performing as expected, then we need to do a changes in model in a loop manner, like this way again. Okay, so this is why the DevOps and MLOps are very, very important in the market. Now, MLOps is the one, in the future it is going to be high, the demand job, the future. So it is a very good field, I would say. So transiting from the DevOps to MLOps is this one. So moving back to our slide. So if you see the similarities, and, as I said, and challenge in machine learning without MLOps. So manual model deployment, which is going to take a time consuming and error prone, and model drift, model become outdated without monitoring and retraining. Just before I said, scalability issues, difficult to scale ML system without automation, collaboration gaps, lack of integration between data scientists and engineers and operations. Okay, so MLOps address these issues. Tools like MLflow, Kubeflow, and Seldon. Okay, and why DevOps engineers should learn MLOps. This is what everyone is having a question in their mind. Enhance your career. There is a high demand for ML guys. So organizations increasing their ML integrations with all their applications. Okay, so you need to learn ML, then you'll get a high package and good job in the big companies. So that is your future. And skill expansion, gain expertise in the ML tools, data engineering, and AI frameworks. The next feature is AI and the future proofing. So stay relevant as industries adapt the AI-driven applications. And some real-world use cases. If you see where ML is getting used more, at healthcare, finance, retail, and the key skills that for you to know, having somewhat little about the Python programming and familiar with the ML frameworks like TensorFlow, PyTorch, and hands-on with the Kubernetes, Terraform, and CACD tools. Okay, so this is about MLOps introduction. Thank you guys. Meet in the next video.